Imagine your house loses electricity and you cannot cook. What are the two things would you need the most? The first one is light and second one is food, which is easy to consume. During hurricanes, there are often outages. People cannot use regular lights, appliances, or charge devices. Flashlights, batteries, and other emergency equipments help the households because they enable us to see in the dark, stay safe at night, and operate essential devices. Hurricanes also disrupt the regular food supply, such as stores may close and roads may be blocked. Frozen or ready to eat foods are convenient at that time because they don't require cooking. They are easy to store and eat quickly. They also provide the essential calories during emergencies. In 2004, Hurricane Sandy hit the United States. Many households faced bad weather, power outages, and emergency needs. A large multinational companies wanted to see what product people need the most during such disasters. They used their big data system to analyze the past sales data from Hurricane Sandy. Means they collect the data before Hurricane Sandy. They found that during hurricanes, people urgently needed emergency equipments like flashlights, batteries, frozen bakery products, which were easy to use. This kind of analysis is called big data system or big data analytics, looking at large sets of data to find the pattern and predict the future behavior. They collect the data during the Hurricane Sandy as well as prior to Hurricane Sandy to know the change in the demand of the people. So, what was the use of the collection of these data? In 2012, before Hurricane Francis, the company predicted what people would need. Means in 2012, when hurricane arrived again, before the starting of hurricane, they already predicted what are the equipments now people wanted. They sent emergency equipments, flashlights, and bakery products to all their retail outlets near the areas likely to be affected. These products were sold in huge numbers. Other retailers who did not use the data analysis could not meet the consumer demand effectively. So, statistics help us to look at the past, find the patterns, and make smart guesses about the future. So, companies are prepared before a disaster strikes. This data is only managed through the help of statistics, and statistics follows the several steps to manage the data. The first step is collection. What they did, they collected the data from the Hurricane Sandy. For example, they noted how many households bought flashlights, breads, pop tarts, batteries, etc. Then they classify. The second step is classification. They classify what they did. They group the products to make the sense of the data. For example, in the two groups, the first one is emergency item. They put flashlights, batteries, first aid kits, etc. And next is food items. They put bakery products, bread, canned fruit, etc. The second step is condensation. What they did, they summarized the data. Example, 70% of the households bought flashlights. Frozen bakery products like the strawberry pop tarts sold out in 2 days. This was the brief summary. Next is comparison. What they did, they compared which products and stores sold the most. Flashlights sold more than batteries. Stores near coast sold more emergency kits than inland stores. This was the comparison between different products. The next step is correlation. Correlation is the finding the relationship between two events. Like longer power outage, more bread and pop tarts bought. Means how long the power is not there, the people started to consume more and more bread. So now we can find out there is a relationship between the power outage and the consumption of bread. Storm warning, spike in flashlight sales. If there is the warning of storm, then there the sale of flashlights rise up. Next is causation. What they did, understood why the people bought certain products, means what was the cause of buying certain products. They also go through the causes. The cause is hurricane. During the hurricane, the power outage means there is no electricity and people started to buy flashlights, batteries and ready to eat food. Why the causation is important? Because if we don't find the cause why this happened, then we can't predict the future conveniently. It is happening due to only hurricane. If there is normal conditions now, by selling more and more flashlights, if we will supply more flashlights, then people would not buy these. So the cause was the hurricane. So it's a very important factor. This was the simple example how can statistics help us to manage data and it can help us to predict the future.